Hi Cancer, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and as always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Cancer, and the message could be for you, so feel free to take it however resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings, and if you guys are wanting to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. Just go ahead and subscribe your email there, and that way you'll always get an email notification every time the availability does open up. And as always, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for all the ways you've supported the channel. And let's dive in. Okay. Look at these two cards. We have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This is hilarious because it's not hilarious, but this actually came out in Leo's and it's similar but a little different. There's a dynamic there's a dynamic here between you and another person. It could be a fire sign, there could be an air element, whatever is happening here. There's a little bit of back and forth, okay? This isn't totally bad. No, sometimes whatever is happening in this connection, it's not real. There's still movement because two knights are coming in, and knights aren't at a committal level. So whatever is going on in this connection, it's still got movement, or it's not at the point of committing. So what's going on here, you see how there's eyes, but the back is turned. There's someone here in this connection where it appears like their back is turned to you, but they're really watching, okay? Like, have you ever been out in an environment or something and you can like feel a person looking at you, but they're not actually, and it's actually like they don't want to show too much interest. That's what I'm getting from this. They're trying to act like they're not interested, but they're very much aware of you and aware of the connection, okay? So that's either you with a person or vice versa, whatever is happening here. And I feel like when it comes to any type of interaction right now, if there even is straight up interaction, which I don't think there is, it's kind of unpredictable, okay? It comes in and out. It's a little bit like all over the place because that's what it says up there, unpredictability. Because you could be dealing with a very spirited person, Cancer. That's either you or someone that you're dealing with. Let's see here. Too many. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, this is a different element. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, the fire element is coming in. So interesting that we have the Knight of Wands, which could be a little bit more frustration or things like that. And we do have rage. This rage is not who you truly are. You are love. I feel like this is someone else, Cancer. I almost feel like there's someone very frustrated or, oh, yikes. You could be dealing with someone with like a temper or like fiery. They have some pent up energy. I'll just leave it at that. Especially if this is like in some way of a passionate nature. This person is frustrated, okay? And is frustrated that they can't like really communicate because especially there's like a wall up here. There's like it's almost like this person has eyes in the back of their head. They know that something's happening, but there's a lot of boundaries and barriers up here, okay? Okay, that's good. So we have here loss, but at the bottom it says the universe is soon going to show you a new way, so be ready. That's good. And then there's the clarity coming in. You're starting to clearly see how powerful you really are. But also, I feel like that's also the Knight of Swords energy. You're getting a lot of clarity about a particular, it's either person or just like pattern of people that you're attracted to. There's like tons of clarity. So it's fascinating actually that these two elements are coming in. I almost want to say behind the Knight of Swords, because maybe for a bit of time, it's almost like because your vision is on a particular person, it's actually getting you lost a little bit because you're losing focus on yourself. And once, I feel like once you pull that part of yourself back inward, which might be a little bit of a like uncomfortable challenge for you, is to like fully pull it back around to you. You're gonna get the clarity. It's like all of a sudden the lights are gonna talk about, like, turn back on. It's really fascinating to see how much your perception, your awareness, like almost when you're diving too much into another person's energy, you can lose yourself in it. And that's what I feel like has been happening. You've had someone that is very highly spirited, maybe very charming or attractive, but has maybe been a bit unpredictable. It's almost like I can see that they're kind of all over the place. Like, they like spontaneity. They like things to be random. They don't like the same. They don't like anything to be they get bored by routines or habits. They need it to be like unpredictable, you know? Oh, and look what it does to you. A lot of confusion. Cancer, whoever this is, it's like, yeah, you're like scratching your head. Like, you can't really understand this person, because I feel like their back and forthness is that they don't want you, but at the same time, they don't want to leave you, or nobody else can have you, type of a thing. And I know that this sounds more romantic, but legit, this also plays out in family and friendships. It's really weird, because we're talking about archetypes, and we're talking about unhealed energy, and we're talking about those types of things. And especially when it comes to rage, there's definitely an element of shadow energy to that. I mean, I don't even have to say that. But Five of Swords also can be it can be gaslighting. It can be the mental confliction or the mind games. You know, this person, let me dive into the psychology a bit, okay? I watch this guy, Sam Vaknin, who's one of my favorite YouTubers. Holy shiz. Like, his information blows my mind. And, I know it's really intense for most people, but he talks about how people use the mind, especially if you're dealing with a person who has energy that hasn't transformed from their childhood, from some type of childhood trauma. They act immature because there's still an element of them where they like to play the mind games. And it's because, you know how when you're a child and you're putting things together like almost Legos, and then you take it apart? That's what a person that has unhealed like problems inside of them, or, you know, or energy that hasn't truly alchemized or transformed into a higher aspect, then they like to do that with your mind. Like, they enjoy saying things. I don't know about enjoy. It could come in as a bit voyeuristic, or, you know, they get a thrill or enjoyment out of watching that pain. So that's why I'm like, yeah, this causes a lot of confusion. And on a more serious note, this can lead to autoimmune disorders and all sorts of craziness, because it burns you out. It's a lot of mental energy that's like wasteful energy, and that back and forth, it causes like trauma inside of your body, because you also could be, like I said, you're entangling with a person that is dealing with trauma. So I think the reason why this is coming back in is to continue to help you to see, like, if you're dealing with the back and forth and you need to continually see the truth. Ace of Swords, like, look at the maze. You're kind of having to penetrate through the mind games and the maze of whatever you go through with this connection, and just see it for what it really is, you know, breakthrough, truth. And it's almost like there's a certain memory, there's certain things that have happened in this connection that continue to kind of like, every time you even consider going back to a particular person, there's a truth that just comes right in and pierces through that, and you like can't even really deny it. You know, there's too much information now to understand, like, this is what you've been dealing with, and your own shadow work that you need to continue to get into. Because yeah, there's the Two of Swords. I feel like there's swords and swords energy. You're like, you have the clarity, you see it for what it is now. And now I feel like that's some type of devil energy. There's the devil, there's Capricorn, and there's the strings. Look at it, it's like all this mental confliction. So there could be something here about an opportunity or something that you get ready to take a leap into, or you're thinking about like falling into or taking a leap towards. I love that. Yeah. And there's the Page of Wands. Oh, this is so good. Okay, Cancer. Yeah, this is good. It's like what this person did, it sparked your creativity. But us as humans, like, we confuse that. We think like creativity and passion showing up through a human, it means that we're meant to go in that direction, but it's really just igniting something. That's what it's doing over here for you. The Page of Wands could be something that, again, there's like a leap here. There's an action taking energy here. And I feel like, be cautious because, yeah, look at this. Oh, man. We have the Nine of Swords and the Strength at the bottom. Lots of swords energy. Here's what I'm going to tell you. There's a new passion, hobby, sport, creativity that's coming in here. And taking action on that, taking the leap into that actually is going to help you, because this is almost like, I've been talking about this. I was talking about Christopher Renstrom. He's an astrologist on Instagram, but he talks about, oh, the tower's on the bottom. He talks about how like Saturn is going into retrograde, and Saturn is this energy around discipline. To me, it's like karma. It's working on your shadow and staying patient and persistent with that and not giving up, continuing to do certain things. And when Saturn goes retrograde, it can feel like a door is opening, almost like you can go into freedom. But it's not exactly that. It's you guys have to watch that video of his where he talks about Saturn retrograde, because it is so profound. And I feel like there's an element of like a lot of mental stress that this might be putting on you, and the Strength card is turning around and facing it. It's like the lion and the lamb. It's like taming that thing that you could be afraid of and learning how to conquer that part of your life. Makes sense? Let's grab a portal, because Cancer, holy shiz. And you could just be feeling kind of lost in how to deal with this whole situation, or how to completely break free, because the Devil card is there. It feels like you might still have an emotional addiction or something like that coming in. Let's see. But that Ace of Swords is like no BS, even with yourself. It's like you're having to be honest with yourself at this point and about what it does to you. Yeah, look at that. King of Wands and Portal for the Heartbroken. There's the Three of Cups, and then that's the King of Wands right there. So there could have been like, whatever it was, there's a broken heart element to all of this, either on your side or the other person's. I'll dive into the extended though. Oh God, sorry guys. At least there's something new here that's going to come in. You have the Tower on the bottom, so something unexpected is going to happen in this whole dynamic or this connection. Tower moment comes in and just annihilates this, especially if it's going back and forth. So if you guys want to join me in the extended, feel free, go down below, click on the Vimeo link, and I'll see you over there. But Cancer, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.